The Gumphof, Sudtiroler, Vernatsch. Sounds like a name of a great Italian wine, doesn't it? Dude, these cats in Alto Adige, they're like more Germanic than Germans, right? You know, it's like the Quebecois, you know, like the people in Canada are more French than the French. So what you have here is, this wine is, I'm not kidding you, it's Italian. This wine from Gumphof. And it is very good Italian wine from an Italian grape that I used to hate, right? The grape in question is, well, on the label here, they call it Vernatsch, because the German people in Alto Adige, of which there's like a lot of them apparently, they call it Vernatsch. But if you're Italian, you call it Schiava. Schiava, great name. But man, for years, let me tell you, this was a grape that, you know, all the like Central European tourists, you know, would flock to Alto Adige, and it would be like, I'm looking for a wine I can drink buckets of that's really lean, really high in acidity, really angry, light in color, meager in fruit, and just really provides me this beautiful, watery red wine experience. That's what Schiava was. Now, let's fast forward a few years, Schiava's turned into something very different. A lot of the younger vintners are finding out, you know, almost kind of like what Dolcetto maybe was in Piedmont, like 25 years ago, where a lot of Dolcetto was like thin and watery and angry and nasty, until they started figuring out, you know, one day they're like, ding, you know, I made this Dolcetto and it's really good. What if we did this with Dolcetto? I mean, like actually farmed it at the proper yields, like actually treated it properly like a wine grape should. You can make pretty interesting wine. And that's what they're doing with Schiava now. So this lean, mean, watery, dilute, aggressive, zippy wine has turned into actually something that's almost kind of like Pinot Noir-like. Now we're talking about balance and finesse and delicacy of these, you know, kind of like forest berry inflected fruit. And guys like Gumphof, this is a younger cat at the wheels here, are making sensational versions of it. I mean, essentially, I think there's a little bit of oak on it. Let me go off camera here real quick. Cask. Cask is the operative term. Steel and wooden cask. And what we get here is just this really kind of, and food friendly is not an excuse term this time. I'll actually say food friendly, but in the proper way. This wine delights on the palate with a number of lighter dishes, with salumi, with appetizers, with antipasto misto, you know, that sort of deal. This is a great wine to get the evening kick-started. It is really versatile. And the thing is, it has this like sneaky, quiet persistence in the palate. You know, where you're just like eating, drinking, like a minute later, maybe you don't take a drink right away, and you're like, Schiava. And it's a good thing. So, grab yourself a glass of delicious, now, Schiava from one of the hottest up-and-coming wineries in the Alto Adige area. You will be pleasantly surprised.